Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in Surah Al-Ra'd, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, إن الله لا يغير ما بقوم حتى يغيروا ما بأنفسهم. If we reflect on the meaning of this part of the ayah, small part of the ayah, but we have to, an ayah, but we have to understand what it means and how it affects our life in every day. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not change what with a group of people till they change themselves. And the key word here is change and themselves. Subhanallah, as I travel through the Middle East, you hear our brothers saying we have changed our governments, we have changed our rulers, but did they change themselves? Very important question. Changing the governor and changing the ruler does not change themselves. Only a new person will come, maybe worse than the old, because we have not changed. It's very important to understand what this ayah is telling us. We have to change ourselves. Subhanallah. As I see the teachers that still don't go to the classes and don't teach because they want to tutor and give private lessons. The doctor doesn't go to the hospital because he wants the patient to come to his private clinic. Nobody wants to do his job, but they say we have changed our government, subhanallah, but nobody changed himself. Actually this year, schools didn't start on time because the teachers have decided they're going to go on strike. They want more money. But nobody asks, what did I do different than last year to deserve more money? Where is this money going to come from? Everybody thinks they are entitled for it. Instead of, as the ayah change themselves, subhanallah. And this is something we have to stress on and understand. We have to change. And as I mentioned before, if it was the governments or the rulers, look at us as Muslims in the Western world. Are we united? We don't have any rulers here or government or anybody telling us what to do and what not to do. And yet every masjid has its own ruling party and they are right and everybody else is wrong. Come Eid time, who decides Eid? Every masjid decides for himself. And we act as tribes. The Pakistanis and the Indians celebrate Eid according to back home. Egyptians and Arabs celebrate according to back home, rather than we are here in Canada and we are united. So we're still acting as tribes, and yet we say it is our rulers. There's nobody here telling us to be tribal. Nobody forcing us to be different. And yet we choose this, subhanallah. So is it really the problem with our leaders, or the problem starts with ourselves? With ourselves that we're not willing to change. With ourselves to say we live in a free society here and we can put our hands together to help each other and work together. But still most of us live back home. Most of us are living with the back home ideology and thoughts and everything, subhanallah. Today, as I speak, I reflect on the book Islam and Idle Resources by Sheikh Al-Ghazali. And this is what he tells us. You know, Islam has changed. Al-Imam al-Shafi'i, when he lived in Iraq, he had his mazhab. But when he went to Egypt and seen a different culture and different civilization and different lifestyle, he had another mazhab and he changed his opinions. They call the one in Iraq the old Shafi'i. The one in Egypt, the new. Why? Because it's a different society, different way of life that needs a different reflection on what Islam rulings are and how Islam teaches us to deal with things. And Sheikh Al-Ghazali says, did Islam, this wonderful religion that came to us with the Quran and Sunnah, tell us follow one man? Not even a Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, we choose a man, whether it's Abu Hanifa or a Shafi'i or Malik. Did Islam say choose one man? Allah has gifted this one man to explain everything for us. And yet this is what we choose. We say I'm a Hanafi or Maliki or Shafi'i or Hanbali. We see here it's just a human. A human, yes, who did a great job in trying to reflect on the ahkam of Islam. But this is not Islam. One person could not encompass all Islam. And if this one person was to be, it would be Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And yet we choose to follow one mazhab and say this person does not do mistakes. Where does it tell us in the Quran and Sunnah? There become after me four leaders, follow one of them and follow one of them alone. It doesn't tell us. Islam is so great. Islam rejuvenates itself with time, and we have to look just like a Shafi'i al-Qadim, the old Shafi'i and the new Shafi'i. We as Muslims have to rejuvenate and understand, rather than hold ourselves to the ideas of one man, however great this man is. Subhanallah, because Islam is so wonderful.